Alrighty then, here we go on the last spread option pod for a while because we've reached the end of another glorious college football season. It's the national championship game. Indiana, who evidently are men playing boys, I feel like we should have noticed that before, are taking on the surprise finalists, the U, with another belt ass moment in the semifinals. Hoosiers. Oh, the line ticked up. Hoosiers laying 8.5 on a total of 47.5. Personally, I would only lay it.
Yeah. So to me, this kind of feels like 2019 national championship. Many people are comparing the LSU team with Indiana, which I don't think is quite fair.
Not at all. Joe Burrow is way better. Was way
Yeah,
better. Yeah.
yeah. However, that spread was also 8.5 in that game. I unfortunately took the Clemson Tigers. Um, just thinking like, okay, this is a fantastic, defensive team, a team and quarterback that had won the national championship. Um, it's like, okay, Joe Burrow is going to be stopped by Brent Venables. Anyway, the game was tied at the half, and then LSU separated, and I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen here. Um, I don't think the gap is as great between that LSU team and that Clemson team. The gap between this Indiana and Miami team. Um, but I kind of have that sort of sense. I think it's going to be close for a bit, and then Indiana will begin to separate. I don't think this is going to be a total drumming, like the Alabama game where Alabama just decided not to show up, and this won't be like the Oregon game where like Oregon just turns the ball over 18,000 times. Um, I don't think it's going to be like that. I wouldn't be surprised if this game was like within a 10-point margin when it's all
That
said and done.
that would kind of surprise me at this point. I mean, given how it's gone for Indiana. Because like even if Dante Moore didn't throw the immediate pick six, Oregon was still gonna lose that game by double digits. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
Miami
Oregon
is a
fucked it.
better
Like, yeah, Dante
team.
Moore fucked it. Like, he made it like not suspenseful, but it's like it's hard to believe, given the way the game went. It's hard to believe that Oregon was just gonna be in it. Like, but yeah,
Well, I mean, we had the previous game,
but
but
that game was in Eugene. You know,
sure.
like,
This game is in Miami.
oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
That was like the whole thing in week one. They were like, we're gonna, yeah, get back here after we beat the Irish. That's right. So the crowd should be for the U. That's a fair point.
Yeah. That was in that game. That was basically all Indiana fans in the stands.
Oh, was it? I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, yes, it was a sea of red.
Oh, okay.
It was a sea of red. But yeah, Miami's a better team than Oregon. Um, Probably with a worse quarterback and a worse head coach, but overall a
Definitely
better
worse.
team,
Definitely worse head coach. I mean,
but a
Carson
better
Beck is
defense, right? And
maybe not good
probably
enough
a
though. Yeah.
comparable offensive line. Um, but yeah, I just don't. There's no reason to step in front of Indiana right now.
It's like I want to say this. If you like the U to cover, you might as well just fucking parlay that shit with the under 47. Cause I if it turns into a score for score track meet, Indiana is assuredly gonna pull away. Like this game needs to be messy, at least somewhat.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Like
exactly. The over is correlated. I mean, yeah, the over is correlated with Indiana covering. Under is correlated with Miami covering.
I mean, yeah, yeah. It's like a little bit. It's a little bit. It's more like if Indiana won, it wasn't a game where both teams scored 30 points. Because
Yeah,
like I could also see the under cashing in a game Indiana won 35-3. You know,
yeah, 28-10.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But like Miami's wins. I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine shootout. Actually, now that I said that, watch this shit. The Miami 42, Indiana 41. But yeah, like it's. I guess this is the championship we deserve. It's not the one we would have imagined coming into the playoffs. I guess it's the one we deserve.
So something that you brought up, I think we've basically covered our thoughts. I don't really have a best bet. I'll
For real,
in my
we
own.
don't have one. Me
No,
neither. God damn
no,
it.
we don't have a best bet here. But something I wanted to bring up
Mhm.
because this is something a discussion for maybe one of the off-season pods. But considering you mentioned this, one moment, please. Okay. This is a limited sample size. Okay? A limited sample size.
All right.
But going into this year, this was Bill Connolly's returning production numbers. I'll just read by the rank. I won't give their actual returning production figures, but rank of returning production going into this season. Clemson, number 1. Arizona State, number 2. Illinois, number 3. Number 4, Texas Tech. Number 5, Kennesaw. Number 6, Texas A&M. 7, Rutgers. 8, Vandy. 9, Boise State. 10, Oklahoma. Okay. Of those teams, 1 made the college football playoff. Clemson had a disastrous year. Arizona State regressed without Cam Scadaboo, and Leavitt was hurt for a bit. Illinois had a fine season. Texas Tech was obviously in the college football playoff. Kennesaw State won their conference. Texas A&M was undefeated for a bit, but did not make the playoff. Rutgers, I think it was a 5-win season. Vanderbilt, kind of a comparable season to last year. Both 9-win seasons, right? Let's look at the bottom of returning production rank. I'm going to go from the bottom up, okay? So
All right.
number 136, Northern Illinois. New Mexico, Washington State, Jacksonville State, Nevada, Charlotte, Marshall, UNLV, Miami O. Northern Illinois did not make a bowl. New Mexico was a tiebreaker away from being in the Mountain West Conference Championship game. Washington State, great season, went over their win total, almost beat Virginia, almost beat Ole Miss. Jacksonville State played for their conference championship game. Nevada, not a great season. Charlotte, a god-awful season. Marshall, not a great season. UNLV also played in their conference championship game. And Miami O also played in their conference championship game. So why do I bring this up? Obviously, it is better to have more returning starters or more returning production than not. But I think using this as a way to evaluate a team in the preseason might not be appropriate anymore.
Interesting. No, that's a fair point.
Yeah, and again, this is just one. This is a very limited sample size. We're just going into this is the the returning production figures from 2025 into the season. We could look at previous seasons as well, but there might be something more to like age. Right, so this is why I bring this up, because Indiana was an older team. If we look at the Indiana returning production, it's 61%, which was ranked 45. If we look, however, so it was 45. So obviously we can't take one data point. Doesn't matter what the data point as an indicator of season-long success. But I think we might need to be discounting this going forward. we also talked about a handful of teams like Memphis, like, oh yeah, they're losing everyone. Well, they were a stone's throws away from being in their own conference championship game. So there's
Yeah.
just like a few things we need to I think we need to discount this a little bit more or try to poke at this a little bit different. So here's another way of looking at this. Not the team talent composite and not the incoming class, but here's the 247's rank of the incoming transfer portal class. I'll just do the top 10.
Mm.
LSU, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, Oregon, Miami, Florida, Missouri, Florida State, Auburn, Kentucky, Texas A&M. Now, 4 of those teams went deep into the playoffs. So LSU had a rough year. Missouri is fine. I think it was an 8-win season. They probably would have done better if Bo Pribula wasn't hurt. Florida State, disastrous season. Auburn fired their coach. Kentucky fired their coach. Texas A&M was undefeated for a bit.
We're going to want to keep track of average age, aren't we?
Yeah. We want to figure out a way to keep track of average age or average age of returning starters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even like average weight of like returning defensive linemen or offensive linemen too.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, well, we definitely keep an eye out on whether a team is bringing a lot of beef on the line of scrimmage. I think we do okay
Sure.
with that. But
Sure.
but yeah, we totally slept on Indiana with men versus boys. And honestly, I feel like a lot of sports media slept on that because I didn't even start hearing that shit until we got into the playoffs.
Same. But yeah, I think we need to figure out. I think the returning production. We should possibly discount this.
I kind of, yeah, no, it's true. It's really led us astray, and it doesn't really matter as much anymore. It would seem. It's like
Yeah,
I guess I
Baylor
guess because
60.
yeah.
Baylor
Mhm.
68%, number 11 in the country. Liberty number 15%, number 15, 66%. They had a terrible season.
Yeah.
USF had a great season. They're number 14. Stanford number 13. Bad season.
Yeah. I mean, fucking I mean,
It's just might
they
not
had
be
their
a
moments,
leading
but no.
indicator of success, overall season success. We might need to see if it like any of these teams did better, week 1 through 3 ATS or something like that. But
Mm. All right. I
yeah,
like that note though. That's a good point.
yeah,
And we would have been geniuses had we done that this season. We would have been all over Signetti. I love Mendoza.
yeah. We
I
should
I
we should definitely see once the final rosters are available. We should use like an LLM to help determine what the um, average roster age is by team.
yeah. No,
But
I
the
agree.
if you look at a roster from like Penn State's website or whatever, it doesn't say who the starters are going to be.
Oh yeah. I mean the depth chart will be tricky. Like, yeah, we'll
Hmm.
need like the magazines for the depth chart of it all. But like, yeah, yeah, that's figurable. We figure that out. I wish we had a bet for this game, but you know what? Look, that's life. You can't force it. Like, and actually, most people, if they were like stuck and stopped betting, it would be good. Perhaps we should change the pod into like a gambling awareness pod.
um, if you want a prop, I wouldn't be surprised if this was tied at the half.
Oh fuck yeah, because that shit usually pays like 12 to 1 or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like, yeah, that's a
exactly.
fun little bet. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's get this guy tied at halftime. Maybe bet the U to get shut out also. then you got something to root for either way.
yeah.
All right, nice one. All right, let me get this guy.